Hello everybody. This is Raj Lakshmi from CSE Department of R&D Engineering College. In today's session, my student Sai Deepika is going to present knapsack problem using dynamic programming technique, and she is going to conduct a quiz program. Sai Deepika, you can start.
Yes, ma'am. My name is Sai Deepika. I am from Department of Computer Science and Engineering, RMD College. In this session, I am going to explain the topic called knapsack problem using dynamic programming. We can solve knapsack problem using many methods like exhaustive search and using dynamic programming, memory functions, as well as recursion case. In recursion, we will directly use formulas and we will solve the problem. Using memory functions, we use repeated steps and we will solve the problem. What exhaustive search means, we can straight away we can solve the problem easily. And this is a small introduction about knapsack problem. Actually, 0 by 1 knapsack problem means the chosen item should be either null or whole. Here in knapsack problem, the given inputs are n items and they will give weights and also values, and the knapsack capacity is represented by capital W. Here we are finding the most valuable subset of the items that will fit into the knapsack. Here we will assume all the weights and knapsack to be positive in order to solve the problem. And here there is a range for items 1 less than or equal to I less than or equal to 1. This is a range for I items, and these are the weights, and this is the knapsack capacity J. Why we are taking J as the knapsack capacity means the J value should end with the knapsack capacity value which is given in the question, and the I value should end with the number of items. And these are all the recurrence relation. It is going to express the solution of the knapsack problem into two categories. This does not include the ith item, and this includes the this do not include, and this will include the ith item, that is J minus Wi greater than or equal to 0. Here basically we will look into J minus Wi. Based on this, if it is greater than or equal to 0, one formula should be used to solve the problem. If it is less than 0, one formula should be used to solve the problem. This is the one which we will find at last to find the optimal set which is fit into the knapsack. And this is the algorithm to find the knapsack using dynamic programming. Here you can able to see the case. If my J value is ranges from 0 to W, I need to proceed with V of 0 comma J equal to 0. Actually, this is the initial condition of the knapsack problem. And here also I equal to 0 to N, then V of I comma J equal to 0. And if these two conditions are satisfied, we will go into the loop. If this is a case, if this satisfies, we will use this formula. If this else, we need to use this formula, and we will return the V of n comma W, and that is the optimal subset. We can find the optimal subset using backtracking method. Our goal, what is the main goal to find this is, here we are finding basically F of n comma W. This is our final goal. Okay, and here they will given n items that will fix into the knapsack capacity. For I comma j, we will compute the maximum of the entry in the previous row and the same row. And the table will be filled either row by row or column by column. It's our wish. We can fill row by row or column by column. This is the basic table for solving the knapsack problem using dynamic programming. This is the WJVI. This is the weight and this is the values given in the question. And this row and this column will be filled with 0 because that is the initial condition. F of 0 comma j equal to 0, f of I comma 0 is also equal to 0. Based on the initial conditions, we are going to fill this row and this column as zeros, and this is our final goal, which is f of n comma w. And here we are considering the instance using following data. This is the example which I am going to explain today. Actually, the inputs are given as item, weight, value, and the capacity. Okay, what the capacity is nothing but this is the knapsack capacity, which is denoted by capital W. And these are the 4 items which are given according to the question. And for the first item, the weight is going to be 2. For the second item, it is going to be 1. For the third item, it is going to be 3. For the fourth item, it is going to be 2, and their values are given respectively. For first item, it is going to be $12, and second item, it is going to be $10. For third item, it is going to be $20, and for fourth item, it is going to be $15. This is the given problem which we are going to solve now. This is the knapsack capacity which is given by W equals to 5. This 0 is the value of 0 comma I. This is 0 comma I, and this 0 is going to be, this is going to be I comma 0, and this is going to be 0 comma j. This is going to be 0 comma j. And they have given the weights and the values of the different items respectively. W1 is the weight of the first item, V1 is the value of the first item. Likewise, they have given values and weights for the 4 items. And this is the value of I. This is the value of I. Based on the initial condition, we will fill this first row and first column. And here we will check with j minus w whether this j minus w is greater than or equals to 0, or if it is less than 0, what cases we need to do. This is the thing we need to have while we are solving this problem. This is the f of I comma j, which is function. This is I value, this is j value. If my j minus wi greater than or equals to 0, I need to go with this formula. If my j minus wi less than 0, I need to go with this formula. I have told already the initial conditions are f of 0 comma j equal to 0. That's why only we are filling the first row and first column to be 0. This is f of I comma 0, which is nothing but 0. Strictly I greater than or equal to 0. Here strictly j greater than or equal to 0. These are the initial condition used to solve the problem. These are the two formulas based on the condition, which is j minus wi greater than now, we need to use this formula. If it is less than now, we need to use this formula. Now I am going to solve the problem. This is the one which I have already filled. This is the one which I have already filled the table, but I will explain how I have filled. This and this row we have already know using initial condition. I have filled those are 0. For first one, this if I want to find this value, now I am going to find this value. It is nothing but I value is going to be 1 and my j value is also going to be 1. Now how can I write my function? I will write my function as f of 1 comma 1. Okay, now I will check how I will solve this problem using the only thing j minus w, whether it is greater than or equal to 0 or less than or equal to 0. Now this is going to be my I and this is going to be my j. What will happen here? 1 minus, how can I get my w? The one which is corresponding to this is going to be my w value. That is the weight of the first item, which is nothing but 2 here. That is 1 minus 2, which is nothing but minus 1. Whether minus 1 is less than 0 or greater than 0, it is strictly less than 0. So what formula we need to use now? This is the big one. Big question we will get. This is the formula which we are going to use. F of I minus 1 comma j is the formula. Now I am writing here f of I minus 1 comma j is my formula to solve this because it is less than 0. So what is my I? Value of I is going to be 1. So 1 minus 1 comma 1. It is going to be f of 0 comma 1. Okay, what is f of 0 comma 1? It is also going to be 0 using initial conditions. F of 0 comma j is nothing but f of 0. So by the using initial conditions, I am getting the value as f of 0 comma 1 is going to be 0. So straight away I can able to put 0 in this. Now I am going to solve the next one, which is nothing but the same row, and then this value is going, j value is going to be changes. That is nothing but 2. So I am going to find function of f of 1 comma 2. So next we will substitute in j minus w. What is my j here? This 1 is the I and 2 is the j. What is j? J is going to be 2. What is my W? It is going to be 2. That is 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. So what I need to do, it is strictly greater than or equals to 0. I need to use this formula. See, what is my f of, what are the values of I and j? 1 comma 2. 1 comma 2. Now I am substituting in this formula. I am finding the maximum of, what is the value of I? It is going to be 1. So I will, 1 minus 1 is going to be what? 0. So I am directly writing here after doing calculation. 0, comma, what is my j value? It is going to be 2. Comma, what is my vi value? Vi value is nothing but, this is the vi value. Since we are solving for first row, this value should be taken, which is nothing but vi means v1, 12. So I am straight away taking 12 in place of vi. Plus, next, f of I minus 1 comma j minus 1. What is my value of I? It is going to be 1. 1 minus 1, it is going to be 0. And what is my j value? It is going to be 2. 2 minus wi, it is also going to be 2. So it will become 0. Now I need to find the maximum of that value. So maximum of f of 0 comma 2 is nothing but it is going to be 0. Why? Using initial conditions. 0 comma j, its value is going to be 0 comma 12. This 2 minus 2 is going to be what? It is also going to be 0. F of 0 comma 0 means 0. 12 plus 0 is nothing but 12. So maximum of 0 comma 12 is nothing but what? It is going to be 12. So straight away I can substitute 12 in place of f of 1 comma 2. Likewise, we can able to solve for 3, 4, 5. Now if we are solving like this, it is consuming more time. So I have done one shortcut in order to consume our time, and we can easily fill this all remaining tables. Now I will tell the shortcut for this problem to complete easily. Now I am solving for this F2, second row. Second row I am solving now. So second row, where is that? Second row, first one. Second row, first one. That is nothing but f of 2 comma 1 I am telling. Listen carefully. It is very easy and very shortcut method. We can easily find out. See, up to 2, what are the weights available? Above 2. 2 and above 2. What are the weights available? 1 and 2 are the weights available. So, what can I do now? I am taking 1. Compare with value of j. J value is 1. That 1 is present in which weight? That is present in W2 weight. So I can keep the weight value of the weight which is corresponding 1. That is W2 value is what? Second item value is what? 10. So straight away I can fill 10 here. Likewise, I am telling with second next one. This is the value of j. 3. If I want to get 3, I need to add this 1 plus 2. This 1 plus 2. So what 1 plus 2 will add? That gives 3. So add the weights, not the weights, values. 12 plus 10, which is nothing but 22. So do with 22. If I go with 2, this is 2. Weight of 2 is present there, W1. So what is the value for that corresponding 12? So I can fill the 12 here. Likewise, you can fill all the tables. See, I will solve for fourth row. Similarly, we can solve easily for third and fourth. Just here one case is, you will get confusion while solving the fourth case. So that's why I want to tell especially this fourth row itself mainly. Now I am solving for fourth row and first j value. So what is my f function? My f function is going to be f of 4 comma 1. Okay, substitute in sorry, not substitute, just we are taking f of 4 comma 1. See, up to 4, what are the weights available? Weight of the first item is going to be 2, second item is going to be 1, third item is going to be 3, fourth item is going to be 2. Okay, these are the weights of the items 1, 2, 3, 4 respectively. If I am finding for j equals to 1, where 1 value is present at weight 2. So I can take that corresponding value 2 and I can substitute 10 here. Okay. Now here is a tricky way. What is that means? For 2 we are finding. 2 is available in W1. For W1 weight also it is going to be 2, and for W4 is also going to be 2. Now what I need to take, whether value of 12 I need to take or 15. In these cases you need to take only the maximum value, which is nothing but 15, so that 15 should be taken under here this 4,2 value. Okay, for 3 now straight away we can take 3, or I can add this 2 plus 1 3, or I can take this W2 plus W4, which is maximum. If I take directly W3 now, it is going to be 20. W3 is going to be what? 20. If I add these two, I am getting what? I am getting 22. If I add this and this, I am getting 15 plus 10. It's going to be 25. Among 20, 22, 25, 25 is greater. So I am going to take 25. I'm going to take 25. Now, next one is what? 30. Next one is 30. How can I get this 30? Take 4. I can add 2 plus 2 or 3 plus 1. Okay, 2 plus 2 now, 15 plus 12. That is nothing but it is lesser than the value where 3 plus 4. This, if you add this 3 plus 4, you will get 30. If you add this and this, you will get less than 30. So which is greater? 30 is greater. So directly take this. The last one, 5. I can add 3 plus 2, 5. Okay, or this 3 plus 2, 5. Okay, or I can take 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2. 3 cases we are having. First, I will add a 2 plus 3. First 2 plus 3. Okay. What is the value of first 2? That is nothing but 12. Okay. For 3, it is going to be 20. 12 plus 20 is nothing but 32. Okay. Keep it aside and check remaining also whether which is greater. Now, 2 plus 2 plus 1. What is 2? First value of 2 corresponding is going to be 12. And the second V2 is going to be 10. And V4 is going to be 15. The value, the weights corresponding value should be taken. Okay, that is a shortcut. Easily we can solve. Okay. Now 10, 20, 30, 37. Now I am getting 37. Okay. Now if I add 3 plus 2, next 20 plus 2, 32. Next 20 plus 15. That is, I am adding. It is clear only, I hope. W3, W4 weights are going to be 3 and 2. Okay. This, if I add these two, I will get 5. Okay. Weights, I am telling. Now, if I add values, I am getting 35. Among this, 35, 37, 32, which is highest? 37 is going to be highest. That maximum value should be taken and keep here. This is our final goal. We have reached our final goal. But what item should be inserted in the knapsack? That is a main question. Actually, running time and space is going to be big of NW. Big of NW for this knapsack problem. Now, I will say how to find the values which is going to be fit in the knapsack. How I am getting this maximum of 4, 5 value? Among the table, take the value which is maximum. Nothing but 37 is the maximum value. So take that 37. How can I get this 4, 5? That is 37 is the location we are taking. Fourth row, 5th column. That should be taken 4, 5. Simply I, j values are 4, 5. That value is going to be what? It is going to be 37. Now, I'm going to find the composition of an optimal subset by backtracking method. Okay. What backtracking means? Actual optimal subset, we are finding the solution. Okay. Now, I'm going to find the optimal solution. Now, I have got f of 4, 5. Which item should be included in the knapsack? That is a big question. Here, there will be a formula. F of I minus 1, j is the formula here. Okay. If this value and this f of I value, this not equal to f of I, j. Okay. In such cases, the item should be included in the table. Okay. If these two values are equal, we are unable to insert the item into the knapsack. Okay. If this condition okay, we can include the that particular item into the table. Now I am checking with this formula. This is f of I comma j. What is my I minus 1? 4 minus 1, which is nothing but 3. And j value is going to be 5. Now tell what is the f of 4 comma 5 value. It is going to be 37. From the table I can tell f of 4 comma 5 is value is going to be 37. Now 3 comma 5 value we need to get from table. 3 and 5. What is the 3 and 5 value? It is going to be 32. This is going to be 32. Whether these two are equal? No, these two are not equal. So I can insert my item into the table. Which item I need to insert? The I value which is present here, that item should be inserted into the table. Now I am writing outside what are the items to be inserted. Fourth item can be inserted into the table using this condition. If these two are not equal, the next what we are going to solve, we will subtract the values and the weights. We will subtract values and the weights, and then we will proceed for the next one. Now I am taking this f of 3 comma 5. Okay, this 3 comma 5, how can I subtract the weight? For the 3, what is for the fourth item which I have inserted, that value should be taken. That is, what is the weight of W4? It is going to be 2. So this f of 3 comma, I need to subtract from the j value. Okay, so it is going to be 5 minus 2. So what I am getting now? I am getting f of 3 comma 3. Okay, now this is my I comma j value now. Okay, if I want to find the next thing, I will find f of I minus 1 comma j. What is I minus 1? 3 minus 1, which is nothing but 2, and the j value is going to be 3. I need to get 3 comma 3 and 2 comma 3 values from the table. What is my 3 comma 3? It is going to be 22. 3 comma 3 values is going to be 22. And what is the next value? 2 comma 3. Where is 2 comma 3? Here 2 comma 3. This is also going to be 22. Okay, whether 22 is equal to 22? Yeah, strictly those two are equal. So we cannot able to include the item 2 into the table. Sorry, item 3 into the table. So we cannot keep anything here. Okay, now I'm going to find this is going to be what? 2 comma 3, right? 2 comma 3. This f of 2 comma 3. Use the, since those two are not equal, so we are not subtracting value minus weight. Okay, so straight away we can take this as f of I comma j and use the formula f of I minus 1 comma j. So f of 2, this I value is going to be here what? I value is going to be 2. So 2 minus 1, which is nothing but 1, and the value of j is going to be 3. Now take f of 2 comma 3 value. 2 comma 3 value is going to be 22. 2 comma 3 value is going to be what? It is going to be 22. And what is my f of 1 comma 3 value? It is going to be 12. So 22 not equals to 12. So what I need to do? I can 22 not equals to 12. So I can insert my second item into the table. So I'm writing 4 can be inserted. Previously we have done 2 can also be inserted. Okay, now these two are not equal, so I need to subtract values from the weight. Okay, now take f of 1 comma 3 is my final I comma j here, right? So subtract a weight from those values. Now I'm doing that. Weight of the first one is going to be 2, right? So 1 comma, just subtract the j value from the corresponding weight. That's it, simple one. Okay, f of 1 comma 1 comma 0. Okay, now from this I'm taking, okay, this is my f of I comma j. 1 comma 2, use that formula I minus 1 comma j. Okay, so 1, what is I minus 1? 1, 0. 1 minus 1 is going to be what? It is going to be 0. And what is my j value? It is going to be 2. Okay, check with this 1 comma 2 and 0 comma 2. 1 comma 2 means what? it is going to be 12. 1 comma 2 is going to be the value. I'm just taking from the table itself. Now 0 comma 2. This is going to be 0 and this is going to be 2, and the corresponding value is going to be what? It is going to be 0. This 12 is equal to this 0. So what I need to do, I can insert the item 1, that is from the value which is I comma j, I value should be taken to insert into the knapsack. So what is my I here? My I value is going to be 1. So item 1 comma 2 comma 4 are going to be inserted into the knapsack. That is my final optimal solution. Okay, we can solve an instance of the knapsack problem using dynamic programming algorithm like concat, divide and concat techniques and all. This is the final knapsack problem which we have solved now. Now I will conduct quiz for my friends. Okay. So my friends can play the quiz now. The pin is I will set in chat window, or I can tell. Can my friends listen and can join the quiz? The quiz pin is 3411837. Can you join? Oh, pin has changed. Okay, you can see on the screen that pin is available 7668177. I'm waiting for players. Yeah, now I will start the quiz. Now I will read the question. You can select your correct answer. The knapsack problem is an example of just 20 seconds for one question. Hurry up. The answer is 2D dynamic programming. Now I am moving to next question. Lead board on Poon Kohli. Second question. When a free man proposes to an available woman, which of the following will happen? She is going to accept. Again, Poon Kohli is on top. In how many directions do queens attack each other? It's going to be 3. Good. Again, Poon Kohli is on top. Problems that can be solved in polynomial time are known as tractable. Poon Kohli, Harishmita. Which of the following methods can be used to solve the knapsack problem? Dynamic, brute force algorithm, recursion, whether 3 can be used. Oh, 3 can be used. Again, Poonkulli is on top. Placing n queens so that no two queens attack each other is called. It's called n queens problem. What is the prime task of the stable marriage problem? It is going to be to determine the stability of the marriage. Again, Poonkulli is on top. Next question. Class name that characterize algorithm that generate all permutations of an n element set. Exponential, factorial, cubic, quadratic. It's going to be factorial. Good. Poonkulli is on top. The concept of order BICO is important because you need to tell why it is important. Yes, both A and B are correct. Next question. It's true or false. A sort technique which is stable when the original relative order of records with equal keys are retained after sorting. Either true or false. It's going to be true. Next question. The algorithms to solve given problem with order sum given, which is best, you need to tell whether A1, A2, A3 or A4. Good. A3 is correct. Next. The time factor when determining the efficiency of algorithm is measured by. It's going to be counting the number of key operations. What is the time complexity of the brute force algorithm used to solve the knapsack problem? It's going to be big of 2n. Good. You have to sort 1 GB of data with only 100 MB of available main memory. Which sorting technique will be the most appropriate? It's going to be match sort. The knapsack problem where the objective function is to minimize the profit is. Branch and bound. Correct. If f of n equals to big of g of n and g of n equal to big of h of n, then h of n not equals to f of n, big of f of n. True or false? False. Good. In which of the following cases the minimum number of insertions to form palindrome is maximum? Good. Non-palindromic string. The dynamic programming implementation of the maximum sum rectangle problem uses which of the following algorithm? Good. Cadence algorithm. Dash is the last step in solving the problem. Good. Evaluate the solution. What does the algorithmic analysis count? It's like simply definition. What it tells. Yes, the number of arithmetic and operations that are required to run the program. In the dynamic programming implementation of assembly line scheduling problem, how many lookup tables are required? 0, 1, 2, or 3? It's going to be 2. Which of the following problems can be used to solve the minimum number of insertions to form a palindrome problem? Longest common subsequence problem. Right. Next 23 question. A matching that matches all the vertices of a graph is called? Perfect matching. Correct. What is the simplest method to prove that a graph is bipartite? It doesn't have a cycle of an odd length. What is the correct technique for finding a maximum matching in a graph? It's going to be BFS traverse. Correct. Now podium. Who is on the podium? Harishmita is on third. Poonkurli is on the podium. Thank you. Ma'am, Poonkurli is on the.
Thank you, students.